Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Does Pussy Posse or Wolf Pack sound like a name you give yourself if you didn't get down and party with the Diddy? By the way, both names sound predatory, like you see women as objects. I'll be back. Hey, returning listeners and new listeners, welcome. Let's get on with it. So, Leonardo DiCaprio, you said that you had distanced yourself from Diddy years ago. I would like to ask you, is that your answer? And are you sticking to it? Birds of a feather stick together. Seems like you and Diddy have more things in common than we suspected. There's an article that came out in 2016 by GQ. It says Leonardo and his friend group calls itself the same thing every friend group does. The pals formerly known as the Pussy Posse, and you guys don't know how hard it was for me to say that word, but for the sake of content, I said it. Let's continue. Are now the Wolf Pack. It goes on to say, DiCaprio can do whatever he wants, especially now that he's won an Oscar. In fact, the man has really always done whatever he's wanted to. Well, before he was honored with acting's highest award, DiCaprio is someone who commands millions of dollars for movies he most likely handpicks, and in his spare time dates a rotation of young 20-something models. Having said that, although the last 2 decades of Leo's life have essentially been one long heat check, someone really needs to pull him aside to discuss the latest development of the Pussy Posse. The Pussy Posse, I see the author like saying it. You may fondly recall was the nickname Leo and his group of womanizing friends gave themselves in the 90s. The group includes dignitaries such as Tobey Maguire, Lucas Haas, Vincent Laresca, and Richie Akiva. After the Oscars on Sunday, however, it became clear that the group has since made a startling revision to their name. And then I think they ended up calling themselves the Wolfpack. I don't know. But it seems to me that a lot of the people that Diddy got down with got down the same way he did. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, oh my God, no. I don't do such things. Come on now. Let's get on with this second article I found. When Diddy once asked, he was in an interview, and I'm going to insert the clip.
I'm sure that's probably not public information yet, but who's the person that's number 1 on that invitation list?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And I can get on that list,
yes,
right?
Without a doubt, you are invited.
That is so generous of you. Cheers to that.
See you at the white party.
He did not hesitate when he said Leonardo. I'm like, this seems like Diddy like partying with people that like to have fun, you know? I don't think Diddy is cool with prudes, you know what I'm saying? Let's get on with it. Even though the Great Gatsby star claimed that he hadn't been in contact with Diddy for years, they were seen together partying in 2019 for Diddy's 50th birthday party. So when you say you haven't been around someone in years, usually people, when they say that, oh man, I haven't seen them in years. It, to me, it's usually over 5 years, not, 2, 3, 4 years. I had the pleasure of finding another article. This one talks about a party that Leonardo went to in 2020 along with another A-list celebrity. Joaquin Phoenix hit up Diddy's Golden Globes after party Usher, Lamar Odom also swing by the soon-to-open nightclub One Oak, LA. The article was written in December 2020. Phoenix and DiCaprio had plenty in common at Sunday's Golden Globe. Both were nominees for the Best Actor in a Comedy and Musical. Both brought their moms to the event, and both later accepted Diddy's invitation for some after-hours fun. Does that sound like somebody 20? And this was in 2020. The article continues. DiCaprio arrived around 1 a.m. with Margot Robbie, Jonah Hill, and other Wolf of Wall Street co-stars. Robbie danced and chatted with the people at her table, while DiCaprio wanted to remain more anonymous and surrounded himself in a sea of people. Cocktail waitresses with sparklers came out in a line at one point and brought 100 bottles of Cristal to toast the movie. Diddy 44 and his girlfriend Cassie arrived with his entourage just after 11:30 p.m. He immediately got on the mic and told people to get to the dance floor, and if they weren't dancing, to get off the dance floor. He then spent the rest of the night mingling and making sure everyone was having fun. What says you, Hollywood, on lock and experiencing amnesia, are you? Leonardo DiCaprio has now been pulled into the Diddy drama after a video of the disgraced music mogul resurfaced in the wake of his federal indictment. Diddy, in the video posted to X, and which can be viewed below, said DiCaprio was the number one person on his white party invitation list. Now, what do you have to do? I mean, seeing all these things that have come out to light recently, what do you think you have to do, or what kind of person do you have to be the number one person that Diddy thinks about when he say, like, you know what, yo, let's do a party? And as soon as he says it, boom, your name pop up in and say, what do you have to do? Several photos of Leonardo, now 49, at one of Diddy's white parties in the East Hamptons in September 99 have also resurfaced in the wake of the rapper's arrest last week. One picture shows the Titanic star laughing and fiddling with his fingers as Diddy, who is sitting at Leonardo's feet, smiles for the camera. Another shows the Inception actor sipping on a glass of what appears to be champagne as partygoers pose around him. But according to an insider who spoke exclusively to Radar Online, Leonardo is now working to get as far away from this scandal as possible. Aren't they all? Isn't that how it works in this world? When you up, man, you can't get people away from you. But as soon as you fall, it's like they run like roaches. No offense, I'm not calling anyone a roach. I'm just giving you an example of how people run away from you when they consider you to be damaged goods. Let's continue. As more and more celebrities are linked to the accused sex offender, Leonardo wants to get as far from this scandal as possible. He spent years moving away from this party boy image to one of an environmental campaigner. And he is very touchy about mentions of his past and his ongoing love of younger models. Wow, he's touchy. Okay. Let's continue. They continue. He knows being linked to Diddy and being pictured at his white parties is a PR disaster for his image, and like all other celebrities linked to these parties, he is truly running scared from any link between him and Diddy. Another insider close to the Great Gatsby star claimed Leonardo has not been in contact with Diddy for years, although the pair, like I said, they were seen together, or he went to Diddy's party in 2019, and then, like I said, I found an article where he went to an after party in 2020. The source told Daily Mail Leonardo has absolutely nothing to do with any of this. He attended a few of his parties back in the early 2000s, but literally everyone did. That's true. That is true. The way we heard about celebrity things happening was Access Hollywood and Entertainment Tonight. And sometimes they show some good pieces. They had some good pieces on there, and you'll be like, okay, those are two shows that you wanted to watch. I think they came on at like 7:30 in the evening. To have your party so big that these networks talked about them. I'm just trying to paint this picture for people who weren't around at that time to let you know. I'm letting you know how big his parties were, how big Diddy was, and the invitation list. You saw people, conservatives on down to rock stars at his party. Now everybody's silent. You see what I'm saying? They were big parties. He said, well, Leonardo went on to say he never, ever attended. He didn't say that, but he just said they never went to any freak-offs. Of course they didn't. You know, if I went to one, you think I'm gonna be like, I went to I'm a freak-off. What is that? Let's continue. They were big house parties. Leo was at the start of his career, and at the time, he has moved away from the past of his partying. The insider added, he has nothing to do with any of that world. So for anyone to assume that he will get roped into this based on a few grainy photos, you see that? You see how they said grainy? That are more than 20 years old is ridiculous. Okay. Leo is focused on his career and his relationship and is not at all thinking about Diddy's federal case, which he has nothing to do with. Wow, whoever hired that PR, get your money back. I don't even like that line. Those lines. That was like elementary PR work. As RadarOnline.com reported, Leonardo is not the only Hollywood hotshot working to get far away from this scandal as possible. Following Diddy's arrest on a federal sex trafficking and, the racketeering and all that charges last Monday, Kevin Hart, 45, was pulled into the scandal. The comedian hosting one of Diddy's alleged freak-offs. Insiders also claim Justin Bieber, who was once mentored by Diddy and appeared in a creepy video with the hip-hop mogul 15 years ago, has shut off amid the federal sex crime allegation. A source close to the 30-year-old Love Yourself pop icon said, Bieber is so disturbed by Diddy's news and is unwilling to process it or discuss it, so he has shut off. So many people who helped to make him who he is were very close to Diddy, and it has completely thrown him. Oh my God. Justin hasn't been responding on this since the home raid. He's not going to. Other celebrities dragged into the Diddy drama include Jennifer Lopez, Usher, and Khloe Kardashian. Okay. There's no suggestion any of the stars who attended Diddy's white parties knew about the sex and drug-filled freak-offs also allegedly taking place at the rapper's properties in the years before his arrest. Here's the thing. Here's my conclusion. It wasn't, I searched and it wasn't that much, I guess they got their tech people to work and get anything and everything offline that look like it has me at one of those parties. You hear? Here's the thing. This is how, if I was Diddy, this is how I would feel right now. I would be pissed and disgusted. And the reason why I would be pissed and disgusted is for the obvious reasons. You guys, you know, the usual suspects know who, they were at that party before the party started. Now it's like, oh my God, everybody's so refined and conservative and sophisticated. Oh no. I would be really pissed. I'm not going to be involved in all these things I did around the world, and now you want to act like you didn't know anything about it. No, I would be, the first day you put me in those handcuffs, I'll be thinking about my future in prison, and I'll be like, nah, y'all not about to be, I'm not about to be in prison, and y'all just going on with your life. No, I would be like, federal agent, when do you want to talk? Cause hell no, I don't care. You not about to have me do this bid by myself, and you was in. Some of y'all was probably encouraging him. Hey Diddy, when we gonna do another FO? Damn, we just did one the other night. I don't care, man. Look, come on, I'll give you top dollar. They was probably all up in that. And that's the scandalous part. And see, that's why you need to watch out what you do in life and who you do it with. Because when it gets hot, those same people you was kicking it with, they won't even know your name. How many people you think reaching out to Diddy? I know that he probably can. I don't know. Can he talk to anyone? Ain't nobody trying to talk to him. Because the fans gonna be looking at him. What y'all trying to talk about? You really seeing how he doing? Or you just like, Diddy, hey dude, hey. You know, I only went to one party, so you mind not mentioning my name? Like, you fool. They have the videotapes. I don't even have to mention your name. What I don't like about this country when it comes to crime and people being busted, even though you know more people were involved and you probably have evidence of that, you're only going to throw one person under the bus. And it's most likely the unlikable person, like Harvey Weinstein, or Weinstein, whatever his last name. They threw him under the bus because they knew a lot of people didn't like him. But the other people that was doing the same thing he was doing, they didn't get mentioned. They threw Diddy under the bus because they knew a lot of people were starting to dislike him. I started disliking him in the 90s. And then I started liking him again when Oprah did the video. I thought he was cool. It was like, oh my God, it was a misunderstanding. He's cool. He's cool. Oprah psyched me out a little bit, but I'm just saying it's unfair. It's unfair that you guys participated in this crap, this wicked, disgusting, deplorable stuff or things, activities, and now you running scared. Hell no. And the gym pop should be pissed off too. You should be like, nah. As much as y'all be on us telling us obey the law and be accountable, y'all just don't want to be accountable. No, now it's time for you to take your own medicine. You need to be accountable too. I'm going to stay talking about accountability because that's not right. Because all of them are involved. It's more people involved than you can think. Diddy, if I was you, if you hear this message, you better tell on all of them. Because if it was the other way around, they would have been told on you. Black, white, Asian, I don't give a damn. If you facing all that kind of time, you ain't going to be sitting there like, I don't want to be labeled a sniff. Damn that. It's probably worse than you. And I saw some videos where people were saying there's some men out there in Hollywood that do worse than Diddy. Damn, worse than him? Why are you? They need to get you, transport you to an island and let your ass stay there for the rest of your life. Because if you do things worse than Diddy, something is completely wrong with you. I wouldn't even want a deranged pit bull around you. All right, folks, that was about it. And as I said, the more information I find or come my way, I will present it to you guys. Thanks again, all your support, all you newcomers. Thank you so much. I'm gonna tell you this much: you guys are really gonna enjoy being a part of this channel. Trust me. Have my back. I'm gonna have your. That's why I go through these comments when people just come out the blue and just, speak down to people that are in these comments talking about how they feel about the book, mainly saying that, they believe it and this, that, and the other. And then you have people coming in just out the blue, like, calling names. And I'm like, you don't even have to present yourself like that. You don't have to. Why don't you just open up a respectable, mature dialogue and discuss why you feel the book is fake, regardless of what these people come and say. If money was at stake, I would say, hey, this book is a lie. Come on now. Let's be real with it. But let's be real. All you got to do is come in the comments and be like, hey, why do you feel the book is real? And why do you feel that it's fake? You don't have. I'm so tired of people just coming in off the bat, just talking to people like you less than a dog. I don't like that. And when the comments jump in my face, I cannot see all the comments. I can't. There are a lot of comments, so I see the ones that I see, and those are the ones that I'll say something back. I'll say thank you, hello, whatever. I'll even respond to your question. But I'm just saying, I'm going to be the content creator that's going to look out for my subscribers. You're not going to just come in my comments and put people down. You're not going to do that. So if I'm not going to tolerate you talking to my subscribers like that, I'm not going to tolerate you talking to me like that. All right, with that being said, have a good night. I'm about to shut down the shop. And I'll see y'all in the next video.